So, for the last couple of days, we've been talking about astrology. First, we talked about how you can go about getting your own astrological chart by knowing your birth date, place, and time, and going online to any of the free astrological websites. In addition, we then talked about what was your sun, moon, and rising. And that was one of the things that your chart will show you. Now what we want to do is we want to talk about what house your sun, moon, and rising are. Now the first thing I want you to know is that your rising sign is always in your first house. It's the sign that is determined by the time of our birth. It's our first breath, okay? And it is the sign of self, okay? Our first house is about self. It's about how we're going to move through the world, how we're going to interact. It also has to do with our physical appearance as well. In our last video, I mentioned that I was a Leo rising. Hence, I always have hair. It's like my mane, right? And I've been known to roar occasionally. But like any good lion, I have a tendency of getting over things. Although it would appear that I get over things rather easily. Remember that our rising sign isn't our true self. Our sun sign is. Our rising sign is just how we move through the world. And so though I may appear to get over things easily, my sun sign might differ with that. Right? Okay. So your rising sign is always in the first house. And then look on your chart to see what house your moon and your sun sign are in. Sometimes they can be in the same house, like mine, which is in the 6th house. And so the 6th house is the house of service. So being in service to humanity. That's going to be an important direction in my life. It fits so well for me because I'm an Aquarian, and Aquarians are the humanitarians of the zodiac. So I feel comfortable in that situation. So it's important for you to look at your chart, see where your sun, moon, and rising are. Remember that we have this wonderful thing called the internet. You can find out where your sun and moon are. Your rising, as we said earlier, is always in your first house. And then Google that house to see what that house represents. And then look at that astrological sign that your sun is in and your moon is in, and see if you can discern how those two energies might work together or maybe not get along at all. All right, terrific. Okay, so in my next video, we'll talk a little bit more about the houses and what they represent, okay? All right, thanks a bunch, and you have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.